You assume that when she finally opens up and explains how she feels, it means progress. You believe honesty automatically creates closeness. But what if those words are not vulnerability at all? What if they are signals you overlook because you want a different outcome? Some statements sound mature and sincere, yet beneath the surface they quietly signal disrespect. Most men remain because they mistake patience for strength, but patience without boundaries becomes self-erasure. Accepting disrespect is not love. It is participation in losing yourself. Today, we are identifying the exact phrases that should trigger a non-negotiable exit. Not from anger, not from pride, but from self-respect, from clarity about what you will tolerate. These are not emotional reactions. They are deliberate decisions, grounded in dignity. Once you understand this, it changes how you move through relationships and how you guard your sense of worth. Before we continue, do yourself a favor and subscribe to this channel. Not because I need it, but because you do. You need a voice that refuses to sell fantasy. A voice that tells the truth even when it stings, especially when it stings. Growth does not come from comfort. It comes from clarity. Subscribe and make this space a reminder that self-respect always comes before attachment. You hear her say she is not ready, and you assume she is simply being honest. You interpret it as emotional maturity, as someone communicating her limits. On the surface, it sounds reasonable, but most of the time, that statement carries a different meaning. If the right man appeared, she would be ready. Desire reorganizes priorities. You have seen this pattern before. Readiness follows attraction, not time. Women who claim they need space or need to focus on themselves often jump into something new with someone else. It was never truly about timing. It was about desire. When she tells you she is not ready for you, what she is really saying is that you are not compelling enough for her to rearrange her life. That is her right. But your response should not be waiting. Waiting turns you into an option instead of a choice. Staying teaches her that your boundaries are flexible. It shows her that your time can stretch endlessly. It signals that your self-respect has a price, and that price becomes her inconsistent attention. You offer presence without commitment. You become emotional support without being a priority. Over time, this dynamic erodes you, not loudly, but quietly. And the longer you remain in it, the harder it becomes to recognize yourself. When someone shows you they are not invested, that is not a challenge. It is information. Walking away is not quitting. It is refusing to bargain away your value. You are not interested in potential. You are interested in presence. You are interested in reciprocity. Someone who truly wants you does not need persuasion. They choose you clearly. That clarity is non-negotiable. Another phrase hides behind the mask of self-awareness. She says she needs space. It sounds thoughtful. It sounds responsible. But most of the time it means she wants freedom without accountability. She wants options while keeping you available. Real clarity does not require distance from someone you genuinely value. Clarity grows through conversation, transparency, and working through confusion together, not alone. Yet when she asks for space, many men respond by waiting. They remain available. They check in softly. They believe patience demonstrates maturity. But what it actually demonstrates is that you accept being deprioritized. You become the safety net, the fallback, the stable option she can return to. And when excitement fades, that position does not lead to desire. It leads to quiet resentment. If someone needs space from you, give it permanently, not as punishment, but as a boundary. You are not a bookmark. You are not a draft. You are a complete person who deserves certainty. Prolonged uncertainty is not reflection. It is avoidance. A man who understands his worth does not pause his life while someone decides whether he matters. He continues moving forward. The next statement often sounds like humility. She says you are too good for her. It feels like a compliment. It is not. It is a warning. She is telling you she intends to hurt you. She is preparing her conscience in advance. Later, when she treats you poorly, she will remind herself that she warned you. This is not honesty. It is avoidance disguised as self-awareness. Compatibility is not about being better or worse. When she says this, she is telling you she does not intend to rise. She understands her patterns, and she is choosing not to change them. Instead, she disqualifies herself while sounding noble. Many men hear this and try harder. They lower their standards. They reassure her. In doing so, they validate the excuse and diminish themselves. The correct response is agreement, calm agreement, followed by deep,